We're doing a dumbbell B stance hip thrust. So the advantages of doing the B stance is that you are biasing one leg more than the other, as opposed to lifting one leg up completely off the ground, which creates too much instability. So the idea is to make sure that you're not overstepping with the leg that's in front, that you're not trying to utilize as much, and the distance is usually quite small. All you want to be is half a foot forward. So if you have a look where my feet are lined up, that's the distance that we have. The next thing is making sure that you do have your legs wider than your hips, but that can vary for some people. So find your point of comfort for your glute activation and have your toes slightly pointed out in order to further activate your glutes. Now, it's quite important that you have a proper bench setup as well. So this box is quite low. My glutes can actually touch the floor and my shoulder blades stay on the bench. Sometimes those benches in the gym can be too high, meaning that you will probably injure yourself trying to wiggle on top. What I do suggest is that you find something lower, or you probably put something underneath your bum and the plates in order to elevate everything accordingly for the height of the bench. The next thing is making sure that you're pivoting your upper chest with your glutes. So you'll notice right now that I have a straight line from my glutes to my shoulders. If we don't pivot and we leave our shoulder blades back here and our head back, we overextend the spine and that can create potential injury. So without the dumbbell, I'll show you what the setup is. Shoulder blades go on top, and from here, dropping down with my glutes, I just pivot my chest forward enough to create as much flexion as possible as I need. I don't need to keep going down unnecessarily. Also, another thing to factor in is the distance of your working foot. If you have it too far back, it could be too much quads. Too far forward, it could be too much hamstrings. So make sure that the foot is sitting right under the knee. That can vary for some people. There could be some minor adjustments, internal, forward and back, that activates your glutes better, so play around with that as well. Now, what we do is get the dumbbell and put it on the working leg, making sure everything's in position. We're good to go. We drop that hip down. 70% of the pressure goes in this leg, 30% goes in this leg, and you make sure that the non-working leg, the foot is up. You drop your hip down, you squeeze your glute, push it in and drive up. And you notice when I do drive up that my abdomen is engaged. So my rib cage is up like I'm looking down between my legs, and I'm not just dropping back like that, losing tension out of my glutes, falling backwards into the box here.